Mono white is widely considered to be the weakest color in the Commander format. Some will say that the strengths of white are frowned upon due to the social contract. Many say that the four colors have gotten significantly more flexible, while white has mostly just stayed the same aside from a few really broken cards. One of white's biggest weaknesses is land-based ramp. I would like to talk about a way that I think that we could fix land-based ramp in white. In July of 2015, Mark Rosewater revisited his approach to the color pie for each of the individual colors. For white, he wrote an article titled The Great White Way Revisited, and I'd like to take a moment to review that article with some specific excerpts. White does want as many as possible to understand its motives and share them, but White realizes that in order to accomplish its larger goal, some individuals will have to be led down the path rather than venture there of their own accord. How do you get a large number of individuals to all follow the same path? By creating rigid structure. There are simply too many temptations to leave the larger task in the hands of individual choice. As such, White has embraced rules and laws. If the system spells out what each individual can and cannot do, individuals do what they are supposed to. From these two excerpts, we see that White has no problem putting rules in place to make sure that the game seems fair. With that in mind, let's take a look at the card I've designed that I think could help with land ramp in mono white. Restitution is an enchantment for X and a white that reads, Restitution enters the battlefield with X field counters on it, where X is the amount of white mana spent to cast this spell. Whenever a non-land permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, remove a field counter from Restitution, search your library for a basic Plains card, and put it onto the battlefield tapped. So, I would love to know what you guys think. Do you think this card is busted? Or do you think this card is underpowered? I would love to see your thoughts on this down in the comments. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Helps out a lot. And don't forget, always pay for Ristic.